inside. What I have found is the wall behind me. The wall behind me goes all along to the other room, and it's facing to Jerusalem. There is only 2 more walls similar to that facing to the same direction all over the area that was belonged to another synagogues, but nothing remained of them. This is the only one that's still standing.
Wow.
The lower part of the wall, you can see it here under the glass more clearly in the other room, been built on a Roman style, which give us a clue about the date when it been built. When all those facts together, the date of the wall, style of the wall, direction of the wall, and the notebook, which was the most important fact, give us the permission to say that this place been an active synagogue already in the 4th, 5th century, which makes this place the oldest synagogue all over Europe. Now in the 3rd century, the first Jewish people arrived here not as prisoners, they came here as the bankers of the Romans. They settled down in this area, and with the centuries, with the time that goes by, the community grew. Eventually, on the prime of the 14th century, became to be 6,000 Jewish people in this area. They were 20% of all population of the city. Very big and very important community to the king. Why to the king? Because not like the Christians that paying their taxes to the Catholic Church, the Jewish were paying their taxes directly to the king. And basically it was good days for the Jewish people. In the year 1267, the king, Jaume I, king of Aragon, came here to this synagogue and gave his authority, his permission to rebuild the place, make the ceiling a little bit more higher. But there was another law, that not allowed to the synagogue to be much higher than the lowest church in town. But he was generous and added a few centimeters to the ceiling. It wasn't a lot, it was nice of him. Over there, next to the door, we have a copy of the same document that the king gave to the place with this address on it. And like we said before, it was good days for the Jewish people when all this goodness comes to an end. On the 5th of August, 1391, 100 years before the Inquisition, when a lot of Catholic people from all over the area came to Barcelona in a purpose to hurt the Jewish community by accusing them on the Black Plague. After 3 days of fighting here in the Jewish quarter, 400 Jewish people got killed. 70% of the community convert the religion to Christianity by the order of the king to avoid the violence, and that they could stay in Barcelona, keep their property, keep their businesses working. The rest ran away, and from the same day, it's not allowed to be Jewish in this area anymore. But there is some remains. Some families stayed in Barcelona. From the outside, Christians like everyone else. Inside their house, inside their heart, the Jewish, nothing can change that. It takes us to the year 1477, when in this year, one of those families bought this place. Their name was Arjan family. And Arjan family opened a factory for colorized fabric and textile in the other room. You saw 2 small wells under the glass over there. Those 2 wells meant for mixing water with colors to dye the fabric. But that was only the diversion. The main idea about buying this place is to reopen the synagogue in this room secretly. And for 15 years, this is what they did successfully. After 15 years, the soldiers of the Inquisition found the place, decided to punish that family and execute them in a public ceremony outside. Right after the execution, this place became to be the property of the king. He came here and he robbed the place. He takes everything. The place he gave as a gift to one of his counselors, and since then this place has been lost as a synagogue. It became to be a lot of other things. It became to be a warehouse for construction materials, house for a priest. It been used as a jail for a while. In 1996, when this place been used as a warehouse for electricity materials, the Spanish government offered this place in a public sale. It almost been bought by 2 other people and almost became a bar. It didn't work. In 1996, Jaume Riera found it, and eventually in 2002, we opened it to the public as a museum, not as an active synagogue. We're not doing your Shabbat or any other holidays, but we do have private ceremonies like weddings and bar mitzvahs from time to time.
Cool.
I will give you 2 more minutes about the exhibition around us, and if you will have any question after that, I will answer.
Okay.
Like we said before, this place has been robbed. Nothing has been founded in here. All the beautiful items in this room are donations. Different people, different times, different areas. And I will tell you about what's important in the room. Inside the art, we have a kosher Torah from the 16th century, donated by Jewish American family and originally been written here in Spain. All the plates donated by one man named Alex Nash from Scotland. He is not Jewish, but he has the biggest collection all over Europe of silver and pewter tools. A part of his collection is Jewish tools. As you can see, most of the plates are Passover plates. He's a good friend of the association that bought this place. He decided to donate a part of it when we opened. The menorah made by a modern artist named Ferran Aguiló, which lives in Mallorca. Belong to one out of 16 families that lives there, but the roots of those families is those Jewish people that converted and went away from here. He heard that we found a place and made the menorah especially for us. For the end, it's the Torah in the glass, which is not kosher. It's disqualified because two parts are missing, but it's from the 18th century, been discovered 4 years ago in a flea market in Morocco.
Wow.
How did they know it was from the 18th century?
They just did some exams, things that
Based on the
behind my
material
knowledge.
and
Me too.
Any questions?
How did they discover the book of notes?
The book was there all the time. All you needed to do is just take it
From where?
from the iCraft.
What's that?
Where is that or what?
What is that?
Where all the documents stays. All documents of history of the area.
So where is it?
Craft, they said it right, no?
What is it?
Archaeological. Where?
Archives?
That's right.
But where? Okay, so where?
Here, 5 minutes from here. It's, you know,
so like the city archive, like all of the history of
sense
the
of
city.
history of Aragon Kingdom. Before that was Barcelona. Before the United of Spain, it was Aragon Kingdom. Sense of history of the city. All the documents over there. All you needed to do is to search them.
Who pays for the museum now?
Who keeps it alive?
Yeah.
Nice people, beautiful people like you. That come in paying their $250 or donations or we are doing tours, so people keep this place open and alive.
How many Jewish people come through each year?
Come through here, a lot. There are groups of Israelis, 50 Israelis. There are groups from the United States, people from all over the world coming here. So we have good days that can be 250 people that passed here today, or days like today, which is pretty common.
Is there other synagogues in Barcelona?
Active, modern.
See.
Yeah, there is 4 active synagogues in Barcelona. There is 1 Jewish school in Barcelona. And there is a community, about 5,000 Jewish people that live today in Barcelona, but they don't live as a community, it's spread all over the city. They're all modern families that arrived there after the Holocaust, between the Inquisition to the Holocaust, almost something like 500 years, no Jewish people, almost no Jewish people in this area.
Where did most of them disperse to? When the king said you cannot be Jewish and live here? Did
Spread
it
all over the world, from North Africa, South America, East Europe, all over the places. Portugal.
How often are ceremonies taking place here? Private ceremonies like bar mitzvahs?
Well, it depends on the season. We had a few last month. After that, we didn't have any for a few months. So it depends on the seasons.
What's the cost?
I don't know, something like 700, 800 euro. Something like that.
It's good questions. You have any questions?
Thank you very much. You're allowed to take photos and enjoy the place. If you will have any more questions,
Thank you.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Roy.
Roy?
Yeah.
Very good
Scott.
job.
Nice to meet you all.
Mucho gusto.
Lindsay.
Mucho gusto.